John the Baptist, 1992. Tapos doon nag-start na magkaroon ng globalization of the blessing. May papakita na lang ulit sa isang slide. Nag-enjoy ako dito. About sa blessing natin. Please check. This is very important to understand. Ano ang blessing course na dinadaanan natin? Ate Angie, saan ang blessing mo? 19 original. Yung copy na ngayon sa original.
75.
75 din. Nandito ka sa foundation. Okay? 1992, formation. 1995, at saka yung mga na-bless na extension, na handfill, nasa growth. Completion tong tatlo, perfection, CID blessing. Okay. Sa pagtatayo ng bahay, una yung foundation. Kaya yung mga foundation blessing, from 1960 to 1989, ang hirap ng qualification. Malaki ang utang na loob nyo natin. Nasalay ko doon. Malaki ang utang na loob natin sa lahat ng blessed couples under this level. Why? They laid the foundation for us. Para sa pagtatayo ng bahay, kung mahina yung foundation, magigiba yung bahay. Ngayon, kailangan yung pagtatayo ng foundation was very strong. So, anong qualification nung nag-join si Ate Angie ng blessing dito? 3 years full-time life. 7 days fasting. Diba? Kailangan meron kang 3 spiritual children. And every kind of indemnity dapat mong gawin. Pag wala ka doon, you will not get blessed. Ngayon, tingnan niyo, kasi foundation yun. Pagdating ng 1992, student full-time can join the blessing. Same qualification, pero bumaba yung condition. Pagdating ng growth stage, home members can join the blessing. Same condition, pero kahit home members, pwede na mag-join. Saan nag-start ang persecution ng blessing sa Philippines? The 1996 extension.
Atake na naman ang Satan.
January extension.
In-invade na naman ang Satan. Gross
And
case
declared
talaga
the
lagi
Father in
na-invade.
January 26, 1996 extension blessing is part of the 1995 blessing. So, extension. Alam niyo naman sa principle, lagi dito sa growth stage, ano tinitira ni Satan? Di ba? At that time, sino yung mga nagpa-bless noong 1996 na pumasok dito sa level na to? Handfill. Adam and Eve.
Sama ka ba dyan?
Position.
Sama ka?
Di ba? So, yun ang tinira ni Satan. Imagine, ang dami-dami bless ni Father ng mga American, Filipino to American, Filipino to African, Filipino to Japanese. Thousand. Samantalang yung nag-bless ng Korea noong 1996, 986 couples lang. Dinami pa yun ng Philippines to create persecution. That is not mistake. That is providential and that is Satan's way to block the blessing. Why? Let's see. Pag lumagpas sa growth stage, Satan cannot hold the blessing providence. Ang hawak ni Satan sa principle, magmula dito hanggang growth stage. You understand? Pag lumagpas sa growth stage, hawak na liga. So, nung time na yun, sabi ni Satan, I have to stop Reverend Moon from saving the people. Stop ang blessing providence. That's why the 986 couples, Filipino Koreans, suffered a lot. Satan used them to stop the blessing providence. Ano tinanong ni Father? I was there. When I was in the Philippines, kinausap ni Father sila Mrs. Kim, yung continental director natin dati. Alam niyo, tanong ni Father daw, meron bang members na nag-betray? Kasi every time ng persecution, may nag-betray, di ba? Anong sagot ni Mrs. Kim? Wala kahit isa. Nobody among the Unification Church members betrayed the providence. Ano sabi ni Father? You will succeed. Just wait. And then, Japanese missionary, si Mrs. Punami. Kung nakilala niyo si Mrs. Punami, our national messiah from Japan. Mrs. Punami was in Jeju Island, March 1997. Nag-speech daw si Father. Sabi daw ni Father, Philippines is already a restored nation. Sabi naman ni Mrs. Punami, ano, restored under persecution nga, may kaso pa. 1997 yon, March 7, sinabi daw ni Father na speech sa Jeju Island sa mga Japanese missionary. Pagpunta ni Mrs. Punami sa Philippines, matindi. Bigla April 12, dumating yung fax galing sa Department of Justice. Release ang kaso. Matindi yun, di ba?
Yun pala yung restore.
Tapos, alam nyo, yung pinasok lang yan April 12, pero March 12, yung papel na may pirma. Yung papel. So, ibig sabihin, March 7 pa lang, alam na ni Father wala ng case. Hindi pa alam ng headquarters. Kaya nung lumabas yung papel na yun, doon nagsalita si Mrs. Punami sa amin. Na nung March 7, nandun siya sa Jeju, Father declared about Philippines as a restored nation. And then, April 12 yun, di ba? April 17, anong dineclare ni Father? Philippines is one of the second daughter nations.
Yun pala nangyari.
Di ba? Anong condition? Walang nagbibitray during persecution. Ang galing, no?
Yun lang ang condition.
Absolute unity. Ngayon, let's see the blessing. Dahil na magpas tayo ng blessing, ibig sabihin, natapos yung case, ganito nangyari ngayon kay Satan. Ha? Ano yung tsura ko?
Urong sulong.
Sabi ni Father, why I gave you many why Father gave many conditions before receiving the blessing? Kasi daw, Satan will accuse if we couldn't fulfill first the condition, di ba? Eh, nung lumagpas ngayon yung blessing sa growth stage at pumasok sa 1997. Sino ang bless ng 1997? Mga taga-spirit world. Ano bang condition ng taga-spirit world? Eh, wala na silang physical body.
Thank you.
Sabi ni Satan, gusto niya magreklamo kay Father eh. At i-bless ng mga walang condition. Wala naman siyang magawa kasi nakalagpas na sa lumagpas na sa growth stage. Kaya understand? Hindi na siya. Gusto niya magreklamo. Sandali, alam ko ba yung principle? Wait, sa principle, pag lumagpas ka dito, sagot na tuligan. Hindi na sagot ni Satan. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Hanggang dito lang talaga sagot ni Satan. Okay ba kayo?
Yes.
Sensitive niyo?
Yeah, we enjoyed.
Ano yung joke? Ate Mel, okay na?
Yeah, we enjoyed your lecture.
Okay, okay. Okay, ito na kayo.
Ganda mo pa action.
Okay, ha? I want you to understand this kasi lahat tayo blessed couples eh. Tapos, we don't respect each other's blessing. Siguro, kasi hindi nyo naintindihan to. Kaya gusto ko explain sa inyo to because it affects us also. Okay. According to the principle, si Satan hanggang top level of the growth stage lang. You understand? Lampas dyan, Satan cannot touch anymore. Principle says. So, 1997, spirit world doesn't have any qualification to receive the blessing. But Father bless them. Sabi ni Satan. Hindi siya nagigigil. Gusto niya magsalita. Wala na siyang karapatang magsalita. Pagdating ng 1998, anong ginawa ni Father? Pinorgive lahat ng mga blessed couples na nag-fall to each other. Sabi natin nun, pag ikay nag-fall, wala ka ng forgiveness. Noong 1998, Father forgive blessed couples who failed in their blessing.
Wala naman magawa sa Satan doon.
Hindi na lang, sabi naman sa Satan. Kita ko ano yung situation, galit na galit. Ano ba Reverend Chuck pa daw.
Reverend Chang.
Actually, I was in the matching hall noong 1999. I was with True Father noong time na nag-matching noong 1999. Imagine, grabe yung 13,000 pictures minatch ni Father in 3 days. 13,000 pictures from Philippines. 3 hours a day, kung tutusin sa 3 days, 9 hours na match na yung 13,000 na yun.
Wow.
And then, doon ako nakaano kasi binigyan ni Father ng chance yung mga leaders na nasa loob ng matching hall na i-match ibang pictures ng mga tira-tira ng mga pictures. Yung...
Sino kaya yun? Baka tira-tira.
Then, nung time ngayon kasi, may mga pictures na pangit.
Rephrase.
Hindi pangit yung mukha, pangit yung pagkakasya.
Okay. Woo!
So dahil pangit yung pagkakasya, it's not presentable na i-present kay Father agad. Kasi alam niyo mga blur ang kuha, tapos parang may mga spirit na nakabigit sa likod. May ganun mga itsura. So, nung time na yun, nakahanap ni Father, marami pang pictures. Binigyan niya ng first time, nagbigay siya ng ang tawag yan, authority. Lahat ng mga continental leaders na nandoon at yung mga staff nandoon, i-recommend yung mga pictures together. Doon ko narintindihan yung match, paano nagmamatch si Father. Pag ganito yung mukha mo, ganito yung imamatch. Pag ganito yung mata, ang galing, doon ko lang narintindihan yun. Na pagka
So, pwede ka na mag-match. Pwede ka na mag-match.
yung pala, kunyari, baba.
Chin.
Baba mo pababa.
Pataas dapat.
Hindi ka magaling mag-business. So, imamatch ka ni Father doon sa mga bilog ng mukha kasi may money fortune yun.
Bilog kasi, bilog.
May ganun. Tapos, kasi kailangan ng course. Tapos, yung papa na ganito, pag pabawa pa na yan, very artistic. So, kung mamamatch ka rin sa pabawa na ganito yung mata, masyadong emotional yung poko nyo. So, kailangan mo siya. Natuwa ako doon. Nag-enjoy talaga ako. Actually, may minutes akong tatlo. Hindi pa lang nagkatuluyan. Tapos yung malalapad yung noo, yung malalapad, very spiritual ka pala. Grabe yun. Alam niyo malapad yung noo na gano'n? Very spiritual pala yun kasi marami talaga nagsasaksi na nagko-cooperate sa kanya. Pero pag inamatch niya sa parehong spiritual, hindi rin maganda yung family nila kasi baka actually, nag-enjoy ako doon. That was the last minute. And then, pagdating ng 2,000, nagulat pa naman ako. Mga muksaling na yung nagmamatch. Kaya sabi ko, may picture talaga. Tinahal ko yung picture na yun with Father. Kasi, natuwa sa akin isang Korean staff doon. Sinyatan niya ako, kinuha niya yung camera. Kaya nagkaroon ako ng picture. Then yung picture na talaga, hindi ko naiisip.
Sana,
Ano nagmatch si Father?
sana nilagay mo dyan sa PowerPoint.
Oo, dapat din sa PowerPoint eh. Kasi nahihiya pa ako. Mamaya hanapin ko. Nandito natin sa computer. And then, tingnan niya, nagbago yung prominence ha. Hindi na si Father nag-match. Pagdating ng 2000, why? Nasa perfection level na kasi. And then, 2001 blessing, pataas. These are the CID blessing. Imagine, yung mga pwede mamili. Kung di ba nag-divorce, nag-bless pa. they laid the foundation for us. Do you understand? Anong declaration ni Father? Lahat na nag-join ng unification, ha? Narinig ko ito eh. Lahat na nag-join ng unification until 1981. They are my children. Those members who joined sa 40-year course from 1945 to 1985, I will forgive them. Ano sabi ni Father? They are the people who joined while Unification Church is in hell. Diba? Kaya, yung mga maraming nag-join yung that period, mga lumabas, nakabalik pa rin. Why? May blessing sila. They have the vertical fortune from God. 45 to 1985. Eh ako ay anak lang doon. Hindi ako kasali sa 85 course na yun.
Ano,
Kita niyo na?
ano year ka pala?
Bata lang ako din eh. Mabilis lang ako talagang mag-grow. At in-excel ako sila full time.
Oh.
Okay, then there's that kit, di ba? Pag naintindihan niya, maintindihan niya yung course niyo. So, my blessing course is 30,000 kopo sa formation. So, meron ka pa rin indemnity course doon, di ba? Kaya hindi ko ma-compare sarili ko. Kunyari, nakita ko yung case niyo, magaganda buhay niyo compared sa akin. Hindi ko yung ma-compare na, hindi ko pwedeng sabihin na, ako nga nagpakahirap sa unification, tapos ganito lang ang blessing ko. Hindi ko masabi yung kay God. Why? I know my course. Do you understand? That's why I always guide yung mga sisters sa usap pagkat ng problema. Anong blessing nyo? Kung magtitingin na tayo ng case, I have the most difficult blessing life in Ulsan. Pero they never heard any complaint. Why? Because I understand my course. So dahil ako nasa formation blessing, marami akong indemnity. Mas maraming indemnity si Ate Angie. So hindi siya makaka-complain lalo. Ate, sorry. Hindi naman ako na yung father. Di ba? Do you understand? Please guide our sisters like this. Please understand where do you belong. And then help those
GMA.
mga nag-identify, diba? If we understand this, we can help each other. Tama ba? Natindihan mo gusto ko sabihin?
Yes.
Kaya walang namamatay sa usap. Pag namatay, patay na talaga. Matakot sila eh, diba? Okay, settlement age. Let's go to Cholilgok era. The 12 years Cholilgok era. Ibabalikan ako sa inyo. Iinis kayo kay George Bush.
Talagang bullshit.
Gusto ko na naman to. Yung mga kung kailan nag-prepare ng Providence, doon ako nag-enjoy. Kasi nakikita ko yung sitwasyon. Sandali, 19. Okay. E di, prepare na Korea for unification noong 1988. Kakausapin na lang yung North. So, 1981 to 1988, Father was working about destroying communism in the world level. Pagdating ng 1987, Eugene went to
Berlin.
Nagrally sa Berlin. You know what? Nagrally sa Berlin. Anong dineclare ni Father? When Eugene and all the CARP members rallied in Berlin, Father said, Berlin Wall will be destroyed.
Collapse.
1989, na-destroy ang Berlin Wall. Unification of East and West Germany. Okay? And then, ano sinabi ni Father? 1990, nagbow si Gorbachev kay Father. Di ba? So, yung USSR, Il-sung humbled himself before Father. Kaya nagkaroon tayo ng foundation sa North. So, pinakita ni Father na from 1985 to 1991 to 1988, kailangan mag-destroy ang communism. And then mag-agree yung Russia and America kay Father. 1991 ba yung Gulf War? Gulf War. Middle East War. Okay? Noong Middle East War, sino ang pinakasikat na mga presidente ng Gulf War? George Bush Sr. And America was called the superpower nation noong time na yun. Because God made that. Naging hero si George Bush Sr. during the Gulf War because of God. America became popular because of God noong time na yun. Ang mission ni George Bush, siya ang kumausap sa North Korean Kim Il-sung na let's unite North and South Korea. So Father also talked to George Bush. Your mission is to talk to Kim Il-sung. I already went there. President of USA should follow up. Parang ganon. Okay si George Bush. Kakausapin niya si Kim Il-sung. Pero anong sinabi ng mga political advisors ni George Bush? Medyo delay natin kasi tatakbo ka na re-election. Do you understand? I-delay mo yung pagpunta sa North Korea because you are seeking for re-election. And if people will find out that you are connected to Reverend Moon, baka maging unpopular ka.
Sinikip.
Kaya siya natalo. At that time, George Bush political party was very sure that he will be re-elected.
That's a
And
good
almost
point.
all Philippine unification members thought the same thing. Kasi nga, he believed on Father. But at that time, may timetable si God. Ito gusto kong malaman nyo. Pag sinabi ni God na ito yung date, ito talaga yung date. Do you understand? We cannot adjust the date by ourselves. 1991 yung date na yun. During the election. Suddenly, he lost. Hindi lang yun. Hindi talaga siya nag-elect. So, why? Kahit gano'n siya ka-popular during the Gulf War, because he failed in his mission at the timetable given by God, we lost. He lost the opportunity. So, hindi nagkaroon ng discussion si George Bush sa North Korea for the unification of North and South. That's the time Father was so upset because Korea lost the foundation to become the chosen nation. Hindi na na-continue. Pero yesterday, ano sabi nga ni Mrs. Kirikawa-san?
Game.
Dineclare ni Father, July 8, 2010, Korea is really the fatherland.
Neristo na. Woo!
Why? Bakit kailangan i-declare ni Father? Because once upon a time, the position of Korea was already lost noong time ni George Bush. Ano nangyari kay George Bush? Hindi siya na-re-elect, ha? Superpower president si George Bush, di ba? Pagkatapos ng time na yun, what had happened? Nagpunta si True Mother sa Japan. Ano ang role ni George Bush Sr.? The former president of the superpower country. Anong role ni George Bush? Nag-introduce kay True Mother.
Nag-humble siya.
Hindi niya alam itong history na to. Matindi yun. Superpower ka. Superpower president ka ng country na to, tapos nag-introduce ka lang ni Red Mrs. Moon? Why? George Bush understood. He failed in his mission.
Wow.
So now,
Nagyambo
sino
siya.
Bush ang nakakonect kay Father? Si Neil. Gratis si Neil. Pagka naghuhuntong si Father, kasama pala si Neil Bush.
Nag-kneel down talaga. Proper din. Tumpak pa rin talaga yung pangalan.
Alam mo, meron pa po. may picture pa na nandun siya sa bundok ni Father. Ay, ayaw kay Lynn. At least alam mo, di ba? Saan siya tatayo? Siguro, na-educate na rin siya ni George Bush Sr. And then, anong dineclare ni Father? May isang specifado na dineclare na dapat i-educate si George Bush at si Obama as in-enabled president ng USA. So, hindi ko alam kung anong connection kay Obama, pero dineclare yan ni Father. We have to educate Bush and Obama as can-enabled US president. Wait, maganda introduction ni Bush. One sentence, sabi niya, if I had known this, yun ang introduction niya kay Mother. If I had known this during my time, I would have done great things for my country. But I failed. Tapos in-introduce niya si True Mother. Imagine, ang galing na, di ba?
Cynthia. Sinabi ni Neil yun.
Yun ang introduction niya sa Japan. Reverend Rose Reed ng Messiah.
At least he is aware.
Really? At saka alam niya punta eto kitang-kita ko to ha, I was stopped sa Hanamdong noong 1999 dahil nga sa matching. Tapos pumunta si Gorbachev. Imagine, nagtakdaw din ng sapatos si Gorbachev papasok sa Hanamdong. Nagulat talaga kami doon. Ako si Tita Jenna, tuwa nung nakita niya yun eh.
Respect.
Isang failure siguro ni Gorbachev, hindi niya na-convince si Father, pero at least natanggal niya yung communism sa Russia. Ito ang gusto ko na maintindihan nyo, na really God is with Father. Wala lang magawa itong mga tao sa labas kasi hindi nga sila ganun ka-spiritually, wala sila spiritual power.
Croce.
As John the Baptist, hindi katulad natin. Kaya ngayon, anong direction niyo yung dinig? I-proclaim natin si Father kasi hindi nga nagagawa ng tao sa labas. In the Chonil Book era, especially on the last days, ang mission natin are all John the Baptist. We are all John the Baptist in position. Chonil Book era. This is the era of kingship, the era of peace kingdom, the era of substantial word, era after coming of heaven, and era of completing our responsibility, era of tribal Messiah, and era of cleansing ourselves. Hindi niyo napansin, itong mga period na to, natetest talaga tayo. Gusto mong lumabas, gusto mong makipag-divorce, parang hindi mo na naintindihan ang principle, ganito na ang buhay natin. Reality yan! Oo, dami nun. Yung gustong bumalik sa mga buhay nila sa labas, umiinom, naninigarilyo, nagsusugal, tong-its. Hindi, totoo, di ba? Hindi lang yung problem ng isang church, problem natin lahat yan dito sa komunidad. Almost all. Ngayon, kung hindi natin ipapaintindi sa mga sisters, where are we now in God's providence, we could never help them survive. Always in the last 3 years, kanina pinakita sa inyo, 81 to 85. Yung 81 to 85, the last 3-year course na yun, Satan attack. Pag nagko-condition kayo, kung kailan yung pinaka-last moment, doon ang attack ni Satan, di ba? Ano na ba period na yun? 2011. 2013 ang Declaration of God's Kingdom. Nasa real cleansing tayo ngayon. Sino ang matitira? Matitira matibay. Matibay sana lang.
Si Ninya matira niyan.
Matibay. Matira sa atin lahat. Lahat dapat matira. Dapat lahat tayo mag-survive. But yun nga lang, we have to help each other because this is now the era that the real separation of goat and sheep are really coming to us. Loob at labas. And then because this is cleansing period, lahat ng kasalanan natin lalabas din para ma-cleanse. Lahat ng fallen natures nyo dapat lumabas para makita nyo kung dapat did not practice the real teaching of Father, the family relationship inside. Nung nag-away-away tayo, hindi na natin napil na nag-away tayo sa magkapatid. Kita na lang natin, away tayo sa magkapit-bahay. Tira matibay sa akin ngayon, tingnan ko lang. Parang kayo nagdating. Do you understand? Pero pwede naman tayo mag-away as a family. We can still embrace each other, but we never practice that. Ngayon, ito nangyayari sa atin is really providential because we are cleansing ourselves. We cannot afford to lose our single sisters in Korea. So, ang isang request ko sa inyo, please have the desire, have the compassionate heart, the embracing heart. Hindi nyo sabihin na matandro na to, matigas na ulo, hindi nakikinig, ayaw niya talaga, no. We really have to do everything. After 2013, that will be our judgment. Tatanungin kayo sa kabilang buhay, hindi yung anong tanong daw? Ate Edna ka ba? Kasi pala si Ate Edna. Agree. Ate Edna, anong tanong sa spirit world? Kaulang na ang tanong. Ay, ganun ba? Ate, unang tanong. Ano to lecture to. Tawag to ni Father one time. Lecture ni Father to for 40 days sa mga national messiahs. Korean national messiah. One question. Ilan ang taong minahal mo? Kami naman ng mga brothers sa USA, minahal ko yung kapitbahay ko and love the kakatuwa yung love thy neighbor's wife daw. Pero isa pala yung natanong. Pangalawang tanong, ilan ang taong magmahal sa'yo? Grabe yun. Pangatlong tanong, what kind of family did you establish? Narinig ko yung 21 na tanong eh. Pero tinandaan ko lang yung tatlo. Isang hirap eh. Madali yung kasunod. Yung tatlo na yung napakahirap. Eh, parang yung first 3 questions. Ilan ang tao minahal mo, Dente? Tama ba? Annalyn. Ilan ang tao minahal mo, Annalyn? Marami. Okay. Hindi. Practical. Papasok ko niya, pinasulat sa'yo, Annalyn, yung mga taong minahal mo. Isa ako doon sa minahal mo niya, nilagay mo. Kasi alam yung minahal mo ko eh. Wait. Isa ulit na papasulat sa'yo. Ilan yung taong nagmahal sa'yo?
Hindi niya naman isulat.
Marami din, no? Yes. Ang problema ngayon ganito. Yung pangalan ko, isinulat ni Dende na minahal niya. Dapat,
Mag-match.
andun yung pangalan ni Dende sa listahan ko na nagmahal sa akin. Hindi ngayon niya nakita yung pangalan niya sa listahan ko. Why? Kasi iba yung concept natin ng love. We love people according to our own standards. Pag mabait ka sa akin, hindi. Pagka tinutulungan mo ako, nasa listahan kita. Diba? That's the standard of our human standard. Kaya pala yung tatlong question na yan, very crucial.
Gretchen.
We should love people not according to our own viewpoint and standard. We should love people according to the principle standard of true parents. Ano sabi ni Jesus Christ? Love your enemy. Mula na pumunta kayo sa mga, ang gagaling, kayo mga dedicated full-time members sa Pilipinas, willing to sacrifice and die for true parents and the providence. Pagdating dito sa Korea, unti-unti na tayo na-die down. Vilma is a very dedicated member in the Philippines. Ate August, Ate Andy, Ate Chat, Ate Mel, mga old members. Si Ninya, si Amy, si ang pangalan mo kilala? Gina. Mga dedicated tayo. Pagdating dito sa willing to die. Kapag dating na Korea, die ang
Talaga na die.
Pag hindi natin, kaya meron speech si Mother sa hundok remember your first motivation. Ako kahit naghihirap, medyo hindi ako nadadaya. Gumagawa ako ng paraan sa buhay ko. Tulad yan, hindi kayo mag-lecture. Sabi ko sa mga sister, mag-organize kayo ng seminar. Ako mismo yung para mabuhay ako. Tayo dito, pagka active na lang. Kaya wala nang ginagawa yung leader namin, hindi wala. Wala nang plano yung coordinator, hindi. Wala tayong gagawin. Wala nang, di ba?
Peche.
Sa urusan, hindi gano'n, hindi lang maganda doon. Walang ginagawa kunyari coordinator, may gagawin yung isa para meron magawa yung lahat. Ibang klase nga yung galing ng mga tao, hindi ko alam kung ano meron doon. Kaya ako nag-envy sa kanila. Sa totoo lang, Unsan has a different kind of people. So cleansing, tandaan niyo, nag-cleansing tayo as individual, unification of spiritual and physical world, that's why we have to liberate 210 ancestors. Cholalugong era is the era of 8 textbooks. Ano na hinuhundukin natin? The 8 textbooks. Era of the Pacific Rim, centering on Hawaii, now centering on Las Vegas. Mrs. Hirikawa told us that yesterday, an era of proclaiming true parents. So, may issue na ganito. Bakit ibinalik ni Reverend Young Jinim ang unification into a church structure? Hindi ibinalik. Nagkataon, this is now the era that the church as John the Baptist imposition should fulfill the mission of proclaiming true parents as the Messiah. Pag ikaw peace organization, paano mo proclaim the Messiah si Father? Kaya kailangan ulit bumalik tayo sa foundation ng church.
Aju.
The foundation of church is not centered on the church, but centered on blessed families. Kaya pinaka-elevate natin ang blessed families sa buong mundo. But some people misunderstood that kind of direction. We thought we are going back to Old Testament age of making a church again. Pero hindi yun. We are now in the era of proclaiming true parents as the Messiah. Whether we like it or not, that is our responsibility. Okay. Ano yung nakasulat? Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Era of completing our responsibility. Yesterday, sabi ni Mrs. Hirikawa, may pinakita siya doon na script ni Father. Sabi ni Father, pag hindi niyo na na-fulfill yung mission niyo ngayon, don't wait for the spirit world. You will surely go. Ang Father's words yun, may papakita ko sa inyo. Hindi niya binigay mo sa akin ng ano, no? Matindi yun, kasi era of completing the responsibility na. Ngayon, hindi ko na mapasislit niyo iba kung hindi naggagawa ng responsibility. Why? Hindi nyo alam dapat alam muna, di ba? Kaya ako, dinisay ko ulit itong lecture na in-update yung providence na ngayon because of this era. Okay, please check. We are now sa completion stage of the Cholalugong era, 2011. Magmula ngayong araw na to, 574 days na lang ang natitira before the D-Day. Wala nang 2 years.
1 year.
574 days na lang. So, huwag natin tingnan niya si Father. The providence on true parents level are so big that we couldn't grasp. In Chonilgok era, let's focus now on ourselves and our responsibility. We have to become victorious as individuals and as families now. Please understand, ano ang dapat natin gawin? Our responsibility is to inherit God's divinity. What? How? We have to study God's words through Bundok and tradition. God gave us the 8 books. We should become the substantial word. Last July 8, 2010, Father declared 2001 to 2004. Ito ko rin nga para makita nyo ulit. 2001 to 2004, that is the proclamation of kingship. Individual kingship, tribal kingship, peace kingship. Diniglang ni Padre yung natin ceremony 2001 to 2004, 2005 to 2008. This is for the restoration of the country and the world through UPF. Pagdating ng 2009 to 2012, our individual course, the cleansing period. Kaya hanggang sa 2012, marami pa sa atin ang mag-i-struggle. Kaya kung hindi nyo maintindihan kung anong era tayo, anong level, marami pa tayong papabayaan ng mga sisters natin. Do you understand? So when I understand this through yung mga recent Bundok is the Father, ngayon ko lang talaga na-realize what is happening to us are really part of the providential course. And if we will not help each other, we can never survive as Hanpil families in Korea, as Hanpil community. We really have to do everything to help each other. Do you understand? So, 2001, God's kingship. 2002, peace as Jesus Christ, Jesus kingship sa Israel. 2003, tribal Messiah kingship centering on Father. And then 2004, world kingship centering on America. Pagdating ng 2005, UPF spread throughout the world, the United Nations. 2009, blessed families ang pinadevelop ni Hyung Jinim. Hindi dahil church ang hinahawakan natin, but the church has to help blessed families develop. Kasi tayo yung pinaka-core people of the kingdom of heaven. So, dahil tayo yung core, nasa atin yung attack ni Satan. You understand? And then dahil cleansing period, lahat ng pangit sa ating buhay lalabas. Because we have to restore everything. Pag hindi tayo aware dyan, how Satan's, tactics, if we are not aware of how Satan destroyed each one of us, we can never help each other and nobody will survive. Do you understand? So, yan ang internal, external providence. Kingship, UPF providence, 2009 to 2012, substantialization of God's kingdom. Pagdating ng 2013, declaration. Nabasa niyo ba yung recent Bundok eh? Sabi ni Father, I want to live until 114 years old. Grabe yun.
114.
Tapos, sabi ng mga American members na lagi kasama ni Father sa Las Vegas, si Father daw, kailan tumatanda, pabata ng pabata yung energy.
Tsaka sinabi rin niya, pag hindi niya mag-fulfill hanggang 114, he will be a failure.
Okay, please take note of this. We have to inherit God's divinity through studying God's words. Please, let's substantialize God's words.
Yan ang promise niya.
2010. 2006. Nakita ko ito kay Mrs. Tricao ulit. Na slides niya kahapon. 2006, God and Father become one. Kaya pumasok si Father sa Chonjonggo. Nag-open yung Chonjonggo. Hindi ko alam kung alam nyo to ha. Pero yesterday, became clear to me. Yung pumasok si Father sa Chonjonggo, it means pala, God and Father become one. Father is now the body of God.
Incarnation.
the substantial, the encapsulation of God on earth. Ngayon, July 8, 2010, Father is the substantialization of the Word. Para ganito, kung binasa mo itong mundukin na to, tapos may direction si Father, sino ang mas importante? Itong book o si Father?
Si Father.
Father. Why? Because Father is the Word. Do you understand? Yung unang position ni Father ng July 8, siya mismo yung completion of the Word. So yung mga words na ngayon ang pinaka-importante. More than dito sa 8 books na to, for your education, Father's words is the direct words of God ngayon. Yun yung July 8, 2010 na proclamation. So, tayo din, Mundumi tradition, narinig ko rin to, hindi na 5 o'clock. Kung si Father nasa Las Vegas at nagbundukin ng 5 o'clock doon, 10 o'clock dito yun sa Korea. 10 o'clock tayo magbubundukin.
Ay, mama siya.
Kung nagpunta si Father sa South America, 5 o'clock doon dito 3 o'clock ng madaling araw, 3 o'clock tayo magbubundukin. Isabay daw natin yung hundukin natin sa time ni Father. My goodness. So, we have to inherit God's creatorship. Madali na to, naintindihan niyo, di ba? God's lordship, God's love, and God's will. External mission. Last time in Chokyo, nakita ko naman kami sa Sarikawa yesterday, the distribution of 430 books, 210 Ancestors Liberation, and organize our tribe from 36 to 430 families. Community breakthrough, ito yung sinasabi na dito sa Korea na itong Bakyok pa. Okay? The unification of North and South. Home group system. Ang home group system, dapat tinasaya ng concept ng home group. When you say home group, we are the home church. If possible, we can really form a church among ourselves. A smaller unit. Kasi hindi na natin nadadali lahat sa church. Katulad ngayon. There are so many sisters who are not connecting. Pag sinabi mo pupunta ng Pinoy, hindi pupunta. Why not create a home group system in your area na pagka nag-gather kayo, you can have some kind of punduke, you can have some kind of parties, para small church yun. Hindi nyo kailangan mag-misa ka na katulad sa mga set, kakantahan ng ano ng holy song, tapos ma-allergic na naman yung mga sisters. Smaller QOE means we can study God's words in a smaller area. And then later on, may spiritually revive sila, that will become parang like a small church. Yun ang home group system. Kung lagi nyo sila dadalhin sa church, yung mga lumabas, ayaw namang bumalik. Pipilitin nyo, lalong hindi nyo makakabalik yun. How about you, who can create a smaller group in your place? I-revive nyo sila through yung mga simple words and other. You know, home group, we have to make smaller churches among our worship. Nakuha niyo? Kaya kailangan tumayo yung Chonbukgo by 2013. So we have to support the building of Chonbukgo. Ha? Ano ba itong last na to? Until now. Bokyang-bokya. Sa lahat na perfect sa buhay ko na test, pagdating sa Korean, bokya. Pangcho. Pangcho. Okay? Basta? Okay na kayo? Yes. Meron lang papakita sa inyo slide, mag-try mag-Messiah. Para magkaroon kayo na idea paano maging tribe. Ang tribe of Messiah, you have the Cain and Abel. Your family, your blessed family is your Abel. Cain is your tribe. Sa loob pa ng Abel family, kasali din yung physical children mo as Abel. Cain children mo, yung spiritual children. So, kailangan mag-unite yung physical children at saka yung spiritual children mo centering on you. So that you will become an Abel leader. Ngayon sa tribe mo, dalawa din. Meron kang kamag-anak at meron kang community. Kailangan mag-unite yung community mo at yung kamag-anak mo centering on you. And then, mag-unite kayo yung dalawa na yan. Yun ang tribe of Messiah, yun ang Tombak-Kyoka. So, kung ang gagawin nyo lang sa buhay nyo ay mag-enjoy na hindi nyo ito na-fulfill, ito na yung last course natin. Our last course is to become tribe of Messiah. Yesterday, I was struck. Doon sa sinabi ni Mrs. Serikawan, pinakita niya yung slides na yun. The last mission of the blessed couple. Yun yung meeting ni yung message ni Mrs. Serikawan kahapon. Gusto ko ito na sa inyo kasi hindi kayo nakarating kami lang. Salamat Ina sa invitation kahapon.
Salamat sa pagdating.
Ay, gano'n? Para, i-relate natin ni Sister Kao para makakonect kayo sa Providence, ha? Ayan, basahin niyo na lang. Si Akyo Pelia, hindi nakarating kahapon doon. Hindi, okay na. Itong pinaka-important sa message niya. Yan. Basahin niyo, ha? Yung ma-explain eh. Yun ilbong era yan. Era of revolution, era of heaven's heart, era of oneness ng spiritual and physical world, era discarding our fallen nature. Kaya cleansing period nga. Yung sinabi ko ng era cleansing period, ang explanation ni Sister Kawa yan. Next. Yun din yung elder sonship, parentship, kingship niya. Nag-start ang Las Vegas Providence nung namatay si Eugene. Narinig ko ito sa American Church, sa American Missionary to Africa, na when Eugene ascended, si Father daw nag-condition sa Las Vegas. For 2 hours, tinikikot niya yung Las Vegas, naglalakad siya. Tanda-tanda ni Father, wheelchair na nga, di ba? Ginawa daw yung condition yung to restore the world, centering on Las Vegas as Sodom and Gomorrah nation. Tapos sabi ko ni Father, ililipat niya yung World Mission Department sa Las Vegas. Hindi doon naniwala yung mga leaders. Kaya ginawa ni Father, bumili siya ng old airport sa Las Vegas. Di ba? Pero siya binili kasi hindi naniwala yung mga leaders sa kanya na doon itatayo yung World Mission Department. Ginawa ni Father, bumili. Matindi rin si Father. Ayaw maniwala sa akin. Ako naman may saya. Bumili siya ng sarili. Galing, no? So, centering on your DNA.
Kaya pala.
Next. Tapos, yung Yosu, nagulat ako sa explanation ni Sister Kawa. Akala ko siya yung Garden of Eden. Yosu pala.
Internal, external.
Ganito. Yung champion, yun yung gate ng Kingdom of Heaven. Ano pala? Ang Garden of Eden pala. Yun yung gate. Yung Yosu yung external na kapaya ng Garden of Eden. Siguro, yan. Next! Kayo yung Eden yan, Yosu in Las Vegas. Basta ng Providence natin yan, nandiyan na. Ngayon, inaatak ni Father ang Yosu. Inaatak ni Satan ang Yosu. Hindi pinayagan tayo magtayo ng hotel. Basahin niyo na lang, ha?
dito daw. Pag nandun ko sa top, ang korte. Organ.
Okay, next. To testify and witness to the Messiah.